Hello everyone, welcome to the AI world and welcome to the 7th session of CBSE 9th Physics Motion chapter. I'm Amirash Sir. I teach you science on this amazing platform of the AI world. I welcome you to today's session and we are meeting after a very long time. I think the last video was published last month, but since I was being very busy, I couldn't post any video. But that doesn't mean that I would leave the syllabus. I would definitely complete it, right guys? So this is our chapter 8 of your CBSE 9th Physics Motion, and we've already done 6 lessons and I've covered all the important concepts of this chapter. In case you've missed that, you can check them out through the playlist, right? So children, what are we going to do today? We'll be covering the most important numerical problems, right? Most important problems from the equations of motion topic, which is quite tough for some of you, but I will make it super duper easy, right? So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So first question is this. An object undergoes an acceleration of 8 meters per second square starting from rest. Find the distance traveled in 1 second. So what are they saying us? An object undergoes an acceleration. So acceleration is given to us how much? 8 meters per second square. Right? Starting from rest. Whenever you hear this term starting from rest, you can imagine it as your initial velocity. 0 meters per second. Take a find the distance traveled in 1 second. So time is given to you 1 second and you are supposed to find the distance. Isn't it very easy? Which equation of motion can you use? The second equation will say S is equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, so u is given to you 0, so this got cancelled. Half into what is the acceleration? It is given to you 8, and what is your time? 1. So 1 square remains 1. So 4 times 2 is 8, so your answer is 4 meters. Sorry, yeah, 4 meters. So this is your answer, guys. Okay, of the first question. I hope this is clear. Some important terms I would like to tell you whenever you hear this term starting from rest. Okay, it means your initial velocity is 0. Okay, always remember whenever you hear this term and whenever you hear the term brakes are applied, whenever you hear the term brakes, it means your final velocity is 0. Remember this. It will help you a lot in the future problems. Alright, let's move ahead with the next question. A car acquires a velocity of 72 kilometers per hour in 10 seconds starting from rest. Again, you have this terminology starting from rest. It means again your initial velocity is going to be 0 meters per second. Right? I hope this is clear. So your initial velocity is 0 meters per second and this your final velocity is given to you 72 kilometers per hour. I would always suggest that convert the unit. This will help you a lot. Okay, into meters per second since your time is given to you in seconds, 10 seconds. So it is suggested to convert this into meters per second. So you have to multiply it with 5 by 18. So you will probably get 20 meters per second if I'm not wrong. 72 into 5 by 18, 18 4 times 72 and then into 5 you will get this 20 meters per second into 4. I mean, yes, correct. Then now find the acceleration, average velocity and distance traveled in this time. So you are supposed to find 3 things. What are those 3 things? Number 1 will be your average that acceleration. First of all, tell me what is the formula for acceleration? Okay, most of you must be knowing. See, acceleration's formula is v minus u upon t. Clear? Now children, concentrate over here. V is given to you 20, initial velocity is given to you 0 and time is given to you 10 seconds. So your acceleration is going to be 2 times, yeah. So 2 meters per second square will be your acceleration. Correct, everyone? Now the second thing, average velocity. What is the formula for average velocity? It is u plus v upon 2. Okay, initial velocity plus final velocity upon time. So you will be getting u, that is your 0 plus 20 upon 10, right? Is that clear? Acha, upon 2, sorry, 1 minute, upon 2. So you will be getting 20 upon 2, 10 meters per second. So 10 meters per second is going to be your average velocity. Clear? Now we are supposed to find the distance traveled. So you can use any equation, s is equals to ut plus half at square. You can use, you will get your answer. So what is going to be your u? This is 0, so remove it. So s will be equals to half into acceleration is 2. Here only you are able to see. Time is your 10, so 10 into 10. So 2 se 2 got cancelled. So your s will be equals to 100 meters. Done. Clear? I hope it was super clear. Next question says the brakes applied to a car produce an acceleration of 6 meters per second square in the opposite direction to the motion. If the car takes 2 seconds to stop after the application of brakes, calculate the distance it travels during this time. So what you're supposed to calculate, children? See, whenever you hear the term brakes applied, always remember your final velocity will be 0. Whenever you hear the term brakes applied, children, remember, okay? And they are producing an acceleration of 6 meters per second square in the opposite direction of motion. It means retardation is taking place, right? Retardation is taking place. So your acceleration will be equals to minus 6 meters per second square since it's retardation. If the car takes 2 seconds to stop after the applications of brakes, your time is given to you 2 seconds. Calculate the distance it travels during this time. So you need to calculate the distance. Clear? Now how are we going to calculate? Just focus over here. Okay. So your distance is equals to ut plus half at square. You can even use the third equation, but I am using the second equation since it's easier. The third equation, then you have to square them, just mistake prone. Acha, initial velocity is not given to you. So you can find v is equals to u plus 80, right? So v is given to you 0 is equals to u plus a is minus x into 2, right? So your u will be equals to 6 into 2, that will give you 12 meters per second positive. Okay, this will give you this answer. Is that, acha, 1 second, now it must be clear. Actually my orientation was like that, sorry for that. So I'm explaining again. Use v is equals to u plus 80. So this, when you will apply, you'll be getting 12 meters per second. Sorry for the orientation problem. S will be equals to 12 into time is into u2 plus half into acceleration is given to you minus 6 into 2 into 2, because time square is there, so that will be okay. Now so your distance will be equals to 24 plus this 2 and 2 got cancelled, so you're left with minus 6 into 2, correct? So your distance will be equals to 24 minus 12, that will give you 12 meters. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I hope that's clear. Let's move ahead to the next question. A car accelerates uniformly from 18 kilometers per hour to 36 kilometers per hour in 5 seconds. Calculate acceleration and distance covered by the car in that time. So it is given to you that your initial velocity is 18 kilometers per hour. That is 5 meters per second. Okay. And your final velocity is given to you 36 kilometers per hour, that is 10 meters per second. So your initial velocity is 5, final velocity is 10 meters per second. For calculating the acceleration, you will have to apply the formula just a second. Right, acceleration is equals to v minus u upon t. So acceleration will be equals to 10 minus 5 upon 5, since time is given to you 5 seconds upon 5, correct? So you will be getting that your acceleration is 10 minus 5, just a second, let me write it here so that in the distance traveled we can get some space. Okay, so your acceleration is going to be 10 minus 5 is 5 upon 5, 1 meters per second square. Please remember the SI units I have already taught you. Sorry, what happened? Okay, fine. Now you're supposed to calculate the distance. Right now we can use this formula since we did not do v square minus u square upon 2a, since v square minus u square is equals to 2a, so s is equals to v square minus u square upon 2a. Remember, children. So your s will be equals to what? V square. It means v is given to you 10 square 100 minus u square. What is your u square? 25 upon 2 into what is acceleration? 1, correct? So your distance will be equals to 100 minus 25 is 75 upon 2. That will give me 37.5 meters. So 37.5 meters is your correct answer to this question. Okay? Acceleration is, you can just have a look at it. Acceleration is 1 meter square. The distance traveled is 37.5 meters square. Next question, and this is the last question for today. A body is accelerating at a constant rate of 10 meters per second. So acceleration is constant, that is given to us 10 meters per second square. Now, if the body starts at rest, initial velocity is 0 meters per second, correct? How much distance will it cover in 2 seconds? So time is also given to us. Time is 2 seconds. Isn't it very easy when you have all the things with you? So now you can easily calculate it. S is equals to ut plus half at square, or no? So S will be equals to u. 0 into t, so this got cancelled. 0 into any number 0. So you'll be getting half into acceleration is given to you 10 meters per second, and time is 2 into 2. Write on this to avoid confusion. So 2 say 2 got cancelled, so your distance will be 10 into 2, that is 20 meters. Wasn't it very easy? It is just direct application of your equations of motion, which will make it even simpler. Now homework question is there for you to solve. You have to solve and let me know the answer in the comment section. A train starting from rest, let me change the color. Yeah. A train starting from rest attains a velocity of 72 kilometers per hour in 5 minutes, assuming the acceleration is uniform. Find acceleration and the distance traveled by the train for attaining this velocity. So what all you have to find? First of all, you have to find the acceleration and the distance traveled by the train. First convert 72 into meters per second, 5 minutes into seconds, and you can easily get your answer. For acceleration, you will use the formula, that is v minus u upon t. For distance, you can use the formula, either this s is equals to ut plus half at square, or you can use the formula s is equals to v square minus u square upon 2a. Both the formula are the same. And in any question, if your initial velocity is not given, then what do you have to do? You have to take first you have to find the initial velocity by the formula, as we know v is equals to u plus at. Through this formula you can get u, or if any missing value you have to find. So thank you so much. We've come to an end to the session. I hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.